Guess what time of the month it is? Daisy. Come here. And look who's here.
You know about it.
Always fun time. Good morning, everyone. It's our Daisy time, and so we haven't been up here for a little while. What's that?
I left my name tag at home.
You left your That's right, you're only going to have about 55 pictures without it. No, I see that. That'll be all right. So let me tell you a little bit about Daisy for Mom and for the rest of you that may haven't heard about it. Daisy was an award, I feel like you're all so far away on the perimeters here. Daisy was an award that was started in the year 1999 by the Barnes family in honor of their son, Patrick. Patrick was a 33-year-old gentleman who was in the hospital for about 6 weeks, suffering the complications of ITP, and finally passed away from them. And he lived in the Seattle area, and the family went to visit him often, as most families do, and were there close to his bedside. And they were, after Patrick passed, they tell the story that they expected the nurses to be smart and critical thinkers and the great clinicians that they were. But what touched their heart and really touched them is how compassionate the nurses were to Patrick and to the family. So after Patrick passed, they tell the story that they got together one night over a liquid dinner and thought, how can we honor the nurses in the Seattle area for their compassion? Excuse me. And they came up with the Daisy Award, Diseases Attacking the Autoimmune System. And they really thought it would be just in the Seattle area, but it is now in every state across the United States, and an international award to really portray nurses' compassion and the kindness of nurses. We give one a month, and this month, Teresa. I'll tell you why.
All right, Teresa is the definition of Daisy. On this day, she had a patient who had been at the hospital for several days and was feeling down and discouraged due to his setback. He had been dealing with a bleeding in his bladder and needed to go back to surgery for the second time. Despite having 5 other patients who were also very busy, she made a point to personally be with this patient at least every 30 minutes and hand irrigated his catheter to prevent it from clogging off. The patient was in severe pain on and off all day long, and Teresa had developed a relationship, and despite all his pain and anxiety, she was able to get him to laugh and smile. Teresa had a student with her on this day, and not only went above and beyond for her patient, but was able to teach her student kind, compassionate care that each patient deserves. Way to go, Teresa, you rock.
Teresa. Well, the good thing about Daisy is it comes with gifts. So you get this portfolio signed by the Barnes family and myself. There'll be a banner here with your name on it. You are the February winner. We snuck a little bit into March, but the schedules and everything, but you are the February winner. You will wear this Daisy pin, I hope, proudly. Kleenex partners with Daisy, because usually there's never a dry eye in the place, but you're doing all right. Compassionate but tough. You get this Daisy bag. Oh, and let me tell you the story about the cinnamon rolls. So there's cinnamon rolls that we're going to share with everybody. And the story about the cinnamon rolls is when Patrick could still eat, his dad brought in one day one of those big gooey, ooey Cinnabon rolls, you know, that you get at the mall. Dad intended to eat it for himself, but Patrick took a whiff of it and said, Dad, that smells pretty good. I think I'll take a bite. Proceeded to eat the whole thing and said, why don't you bring those in for me and the nurses every day if you would, and until Patrick couldn't eat anymore. And so we don't have Cinnabons, but we have Hy-Vee cinnamon rolls, and they're equally as good. But the cinnamon connection is that every time the Barnes family goes out and is part of a Daisy Award, the nurses always say, what do you think they always say? I was just doing my job. And what the Barnes family wants you to know is that it is so much more than that. And so they want nurses, every time you taste cinnamon, cook with cinnamon, smell with cinnamon, to remember how special you are, and the work that you do is so very special. So that's the cinnamon connection. We'll have cinnamon rolls in a minute. You've got daisy flowers. You're covered with flowers today. You're good. And this, I think, is one of the best gifts. This is called a statue called the Healer's Touch. This is handmade by artists in Zimbabwe that partner with Daisy. The healer is very important in their culture, and so they feel very honored to make this for the Daisy recipients and to partner with Daisy for this. Your artist has signed it right there. And this also helps many, many families to live in that very impoverished nation. So, Teresa, we're so proud of you. So thank you so much.